afternoon and warm welcome to this special interview. My name is Anoop Verma. I'm the editor of ETGovernment, which is a vertical of the Economic Times focused on covering government initiatives and policies. Today, our guest for this special interview is Mr. Abhay Kumar Singh. He's a secretary in the Information Technology Department, Government of Bihar. Mr. Singh is also the managing director of Bihar State Electronics Development Corporation Limited, BELTRON, which is the Government of Bihar undertaking for electronics, computer goods, and IT sectors. In the last 35 years, several states in the country have benefited hugely from the IT and electronics revolution. Cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad have become renowned global hubs for software development and electronics manufacturing. But for several reasons, the digital revolution gave Bihar a miss. But now the Bihar government is determined to develop a vibrant IT and electronics ecosystem in the state. The focus of my today's conversation with Mr. Abhay Kumar Singh is on the policies and initiatives that the Bihar government is taking to attract investments in the digital sector. With this, I come to the Mr. Secretary. Recently, the Bihar government announced IT policy for promoting the IT and electronic industry in the state. What kind of incentives are you offering to the industry under this policy?
Good morning, Anoopji. Thank you so much for having me here. Just to highlight, we have brought this policy around January month, and then detailed guidelines are also being notified of it. So all the investors knows where it has to be applied for, what are the different formats that needs to be filled up, and it has to be done on an online portal of a state government. There is only a single unified portal for all the government incentives. So I'm so happy to announce it, and depending upon the type of incentive any investor wants to avail, we have two important aspects of it. First one is about the capital subsidy capital subsidy, and other one is the interest subvention part. So if anybody is investing for creating their a factory or maybe an office setup, so government is offering a capital subsidy onto it, or maybe if they are availing a loan, then an interest subvention can be availed by them. Over and above that, during their operation phases, there are three other types of facilities that we are offering. First one is the electricity subsidy. We are offering 25% of their electricity bill to be paid by state government. We are going to reimburse the same. Then secondly, there are lease rental subsidy. We are saying that we would be offering 50% of their lease rent. And third and very important is about the job creation subsidy. So we would be offering them the ESI and EPF payments up to 100%, subject to the limit of 5,000 rupees per employee.
So what kind of response are you seeing from the investors and the entrepreneurs in that?
We are already getting queries from different investors, and yesterday only there was one investor who went and saw our land pieces, and then he was there with us for finalizing different aspect of his investment. So that's why I'm saying it has started a spark. It has started the inquisitiveness. To tell you, there are already one office of Tiger Analytics. It's a US based AIML company. They have already opened their office, and on the coming Tuesday, HCL is coming, and they are also opening their office at Patna. And there are another couple of queries which are in negotiation with us, and I'm hopeful that they would also be translated into investments.
So one of the issues in attracting investments is the brand value. If the brand is very high and people think that this state or the area will do very well in their investment, then they like to come. So are you making, along with giving incentives, are you also making efforts to build the brand Bihar, so that people think that, okay, this is a good place for me to come and invest?
Yes, I'll say people usually ask, why Bihar? So now a campaign has been going on. We say, why not Bihar? That itself speaks the type of effort that state government is putting up to call upon all the investors to ask them to come and make their investment. It is not only the industry department, but IT department, tourism department, all the departments which are relevant for any sorts of investment, they are moving ahead. And to tell you, we are leaving no stone unturned. On Monday itself, we all are going to Calcutta to make our investment pitches. So on the evening of Monday, we all would be in Calcutta meeting different investors. Similarly, we are going to other states. We are asking people, we are asking investors to come to invest in Bihar.
So IT policy, it has one provision to that investments between 100 crore and 1,000 crore, state will provide tailor-made packages to subsidize the overall cost of the project. So what is the nature and the scope of this incentive that you offer large investors?
Actually, I just spoke about four different types of incentives that we are already offering in our policy. Over and above that, if there is an investor who is going to invest more than 100 crore, or maybe he would be providing more than 1,000 employment, we are saying that we can tailor made a incentive policy for them. So it could be allotment of land also, it could be additional subsidy, it could be additional regulatory mechanism of some relaxation in that. So depending upon what the investor is asking for, we would surely look into it and will try to incorporate it into the tailor-made solution. So we have kept this provision in our policy.
So when we hear about this investors being made in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and other such places, they're much higher than this. They are probably in thousands of crores, and the employment generation is 25,000, 50,000, like this. So are we somehow lacking in ambition, or should we be more ambitious in attracting investments if you are to do something in the digital sector?
No, I'll put it across in a way that there is a standard package which is already there. But if some good investor, if a big investor is coming, we are going to offer a tailor-made solution to them. I acknowledge, yes, different southern states, maybe other states like area around NCR region, they actually took initiative, and they are a little ahead in terms of IT environment. But to tell you that if you go to any other places, any IT related places, you'll find most of the employment, and even the people who are on the higher echelons, on the leadership position, you will find them from a Bihari origin. So
Yes,
we are touching that personal chord also with them, and we hope to get more and more investment back here at Bihar.
Yeah, recently, you also started some kind of startup policy. India has become a global hub for startups. Many states are doing very well, and even Odisha has a lot of startups. So you are also trying to encourage startups. So what are the, incentives you are offering to the startups, or the facilities that you are offering?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Actually, we already have a startup policy which is being administered by our industry department. Over and above that, we also have established an IT hub at our IT startup hub at IIT Patna. So it's in the same campus of IIT, and that is being mentored by professors and associate professors of IIT only. So that way, it is doing quite well. Over and above that, we are also thinking, and we are in a final stages. Let us see how it moves on. That we would also be having a dedicated startup tech policy. So that, I think, would be really instrumental in bringing more and more startup which are related to tech to come up, and also to have an appropriate environment for their flourishment.
So, now you talked about the IT revolution in South and compared to the North. So why do you think that this IT revolution did not happen in the North India or in Bihar? Because it is quite, endowed with a lot of natural resources. A lot of young professionals are here, and they are actually going to Hyderabad and Bangalore and working there, or even Silicon Valley. So why didn't this take root here?
There are many reasons, I'll say, but primarily it is the urbanization and IT industry. You will find that there is a one-to-one correlation, and recently we are doing good in urbanization also, and I feel many Bihari diaspora at the leadership position, we would like to take help of them. We'll like to ask them to come back to their homeland and do investments.
So the IT policy that you have launched, so sometimes the policies don't get implemented on time. The policy might be very good, but time-bound execution is not there. So, what steps are you taking to ensure that the policies that you are enacting for encouraging startups or IT or digital investments, they will be executed in time-bound manner?
So, ease of implementing policy is equally important. As I told you, we already have a SIPB portal. It's a unified portal, be it any manufacturing industry, be it any investment related to tourism, or be it any investment related to IT. Everybody has to go to only this single unified platform. And from there on, these projects are being pushed to the respective department. Then, after that, they do a due diligence and provide the subsidies. So, I think it's a very good mechanism that we have built. People don't have to run from pillar to post. They don't have to go to X number of locations. It is only single unified portal, a same place where all the investments are being dealt through. So it's a quite a easy process. And over and above that, we are more than open. We are interacting with the potential investors. We are interacting with them, and we are trying to iron out if there is any deficiency that they feel that is there, or maybe if there is any doubt in their mind.
So, one thing is that IT investment generally come in a ecosystem. They want, manufacturers of different sorts, software developer, they all set up their bases around each other. So, is there any provision for setting up some some place like Noida or some like Bangalore hubs or Hyderabad hubs, where a lot of investors can come in, set up their different bases, and they can cooperate with each other and create a sort of IT city or something like that? So, are
Yeah,
you planning anything like that?
I totally agree with you. But I think Patna is going to be the main center to start with. There is around 10 lakh square feet of space that is already commissioned, and little bit of them are actually in a final stages of commissioning. And we are providing lease rental to the investors so they can come directly occupy these places, take them from a private builder, and they can take benefit from us in form of lease rentals. Over and above that, about different land parcels, yes, we do have land parcels at two different locations in Bihar. One is at Rajgir, which is more than 100-acre plot that we have. So that is being divided into smaller plots depending upon the type of investment that is coming. And then there is another hub which is at Beta, which is hardly 40 kilometers from Patna. And then there is a dedicated road. It's a flyover road which is coming up for connection between Beta and Patna, which is expected. Work has already been started on this flyover, and it's gonna be completed within 2 to 2.5 years of time frame. So presently it takes around an hour from here to reach to Beta, but after that this flyover comes up, it will only be a matter of around 25 to 30 minutes, by which people can come and communicate and reach at Patna.
In the media, it is often commented that the talented and hardworking youngsters of Bihar, they are working in every state except Bihar. They are, adding to the economy of almost every state except Bihar. So, what kind of job generation high-level job generation can you expect once the digital industry takes off in this state?
So that is why we have brought this policy, and there are multiple investment opportunities which are there. There are multiple verticals in which people would be coming up. First and foremost, obviously, there are leading technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain technology, and other software-based products. Apart from that, we are also envisaging couple of hardware based industries, in the sense that to start with they would be actually making some components, and it will be more towards assembly lines that would be set up here. And I think with a combination of these two, we feel that there would be new investors who would be coming and investing in Bihar.
The IT investors are generally very infrastructure sensitive. If they don't find a good infrastructure in a city or a place, they might not, even if they are getting very good incentive, they might not be attracted to that place. So, is there any overall you are competing with some of the world class cities when you are trying to attract IT investments? So, is there any plan to any strategy that we can have to improve the infrastructure so that the city becomes attractive and people are naturally inclined to come and settle down there?
So I'll say seeing is believing. So I would call upon you yourself to please come to Patna these days, and whatever is the level of infrastructure anywhere in the country that is available at Patna these days. So no dearth of infrastructure right now, and every day, every moment, it is being augmented. You see, our roads are equivalent to anywhere in the country. Speaking on the other modes of transport, we have three important airports that are available with us. One is at Patna, another one is Gaya and Darbhanga, and another two are in pipeline. So I think now that particular bottleneck is no longer there in the Bihar, and it's all about moving the setting ball and roll. Yes. So once people would start coming, they themselves would be giving a positive feedback, and I think that would set up a stage for other investors to come and invest in Bihar.
Some IT towers and IT parks are also being built in.
Yeah.
How are those projects going?
There are two types of infrastructure development in this part. There is couple of buildings which are being built by STPI. Then there are 4 or 5 buildings which have been built by private builders, and there is one project that we are also coming up from a IT department side. So these are the type of infrastructure which is already available, and I talked about land parcels which are available at Rajgir and Beta. So depending upon what sort of investment is coming, if it is a more of an office-based investment, if it is a software-based investment, that will come more in the Patna city town only. And if it is more towards ESDM, then it will always be, I think, pushed to Beta or to Raj.
Now come to the e-governance part. I think in e-governance, Bihar has done quite well. It was one of the first states to start the e-governance initiative and having a portal.
Yes.
But later on, other states, spread away quite fast. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll tell you that way back around 15 years back, it was right to public service which came in Bihar, and that enabled citizen-centric approach of governance. We provided all sorts of facilities, be it any certificates or other type of facilitation to government to citizens through block level facilitation centers that were available. It's going on very robustly, and then you saw that how Bihar government implemented right to public grievance also. So that is another governance initiative which our honorable chief minister took, and it is running on very well. And these are happening in a very I'll say very transparent and very tech friendly manner. Also, these facilities are being extended through a very robust technological platforms that we have implemented. So I feel happy that these are being extended to public with utmost convenience.
So how is the e-procurement system functioning in Bihar?
It's a very good initiative. It started around 10 years back, where a first version of e-proc was there. And then around 3 years back, we also brought another round of e-procurement software, which is state made, best of its class, which is being implemented. To tell you the success of the product, I can tell you that is there are more than 110 departments and PSUs of government who are doing all the procurement through this. Up till now, more than 1.5 lakh crores of tenders have been finalized on it, and more than 1,000 vendors have been onboarded on this platform. So every bidding which is happening in Bihar, it is through e-proc portal. And also to augment this, all the auctioning is also happening, be it auctioning of sand or other resources that is happening through mining department also. It is being done through our e-proc portal only, and it is running very successfully. And in times to come, we are certainly going to add more value addition to it.
The government of India has started this government e-marketplace for procurements. Is that being used extensively in Bihar?
Yes, that is also being used. Depending upon the type of material that is required. If it is a mundane day-to-day material, it is available on GEM. Yes, it is being used. And over and above that, if there are works related tender, bigger tenders that are being done through state government e-procurement portal.
What is the status of Bihar Cloud, Bihar SWAN network, and what is the nature of the applications that you are running on Bihar Cloud, and what kind of connectivity are you offering through Bihar SWAN network?
Yeah, I'm really happy to tell you that we started this initiative around 15 years back again. That was the first data center that we established, and it was upgraded big time around 5 years back. So it is the state owned, state of the best of the class SDC that we have today. Most of the government applications are being run through. It's around 300 odd in number. Over and above that, we have also created a data recovery facility where if in case of any incidents or some issue with the SDC, these facilities would not be hampered. They would be run through our DR cloud system. So that is also there. And recently we have floated a tender to further augment this facility. So now it is going to be upgraded by another 50%. And I feel it is one of the best in the country. Moving on to our connectivity network, we already running on a BSWAN 2. That's a Bihar State Wide Area Network 2 level of connectivity. That means starting from state headquarter to district headquarter up till block level, we have a dedicated MPLS network on which is also in a redundant mode. So it is up all the time. We have a dedicated data and voice connectivity over that. People, different government offices can connect through this network and access internet. They are onto intranet. They can avail facilities on our SDC. So it's a very robust network, and all sorts of connectivities are being offered through this network. And I'm very really happy to announce that very soon we would be coming up with our BSWAN 3. It has already been tendered, and very recently its work will start. So it's again going to be a state of art network, and it will be going up to the panchayat level. That's the last unit, the primary unit of our governance. So that would also be connected through this upcoming BSWAN 3.0 network.
Currently, how many panchayats are connected?
Presently, they are being connected through FTTH connections, and after this BSWAN 3 come, then they would be augmented and connected to our intranet, state-wide area in intranet.
You have this Bihar Aadhaar authentication framework, which authenticates all the Aadhaar-based transactions in the state. How is this system functioning?
It's going on very fine. More than 15 departments are already onboarded. They are doing their Aadhaar authentication through this framework. It's a state-of-art technology once again, and we, as a Department of IT, has implemented it. And most of our subsidy-based schemes are going through after authentication from Aadhaar. So no question of duplication, no question of getting it subsidy getting credited to wrong beneficiary. So it's a very authentic system, and it's working really fine.
So now coming back to the electronic sector, the Prime Minister announced a vision for 2030, very high growth in the electronic sector and in other sectors as well. So where do you see Bihar's digital sector that you have come up with the IT policy, and you are trying to attract investment? Where do you see Bihar's IT sector going by 2030?
I see a very high positive growth on our IT sector. From governance side, I can vouch that each of our department, they are going very fast on a digital transformation curve. Also about the private industries which are located here, they are also being using technology in a big way. And with this new investment policy, I feel that this whole process is going to be facilitated much more faster. So in our times to come, I think it will be on a very high growth trajectory.
Thank you, Mr. Abhay Kumar Singh. It was very nice talking to you, and I wish you best of luck for Bihar's IT sector and electronic sector. Let's hope that lots of new jobs will be created in the next 5 years, and the entire state's economy will benefit.
Thank you, Anoopji. It was nice interacting with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.